Timing YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Deck Wizard. Today we are going to be playing around with a little bit of a furball called Togedemaru. He is an electric type with 70 HP, he's a basic. He's got defense scroll for 1 colorless energy. You get to flip a coin if heads prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks during your opponent's next turn. And you have discharge for 1 lightning. You get to do 30 times the amount of electric energy that are discarded from this Pokemon. So, Togedemaru, not really the best of cards, but I'm kind of interested to see what the Deck Wizard has coming for it. So without any further ado, let's click off of this. Let's click on to... Oops. Let's click on to... Let's just continue already. So, let's open this up. I'm just hitting everything in front of me right now. It's insane. Today we are going to start with 2 Lugia EX, Aero Ball, Deep Hurricane, 170 HP, very strong, very good Pokemon card. We are going to have the 4 and 3 of the Mega Pidgeot, 220 HP colorless Pokemon with Mach Cyclone. We have the Pikachu EXs with Thundershock and Mega Thunderbolt. And then this one also has Iron Tail and Overspark. I think their HPs are the same, 130 and 130, yes. We also have 3 Thundurus EX, 170 HP Lightning Pokemon with Headlock and Voltage Rush. I'm not going over any of this stuff because at this moment in time we have gone through the majority of these cards, or you guys have seen what they've done previously. Our trainer support is going to be 1 Crushing Hammer, which is actually a good trainer card. We have 4 Energy Recyclers, which actually kind of works well with Togedemaru if we can get Togedemaru working properly. We have 4 VS Seekers to go with the few supporters that we do have. We have 2 Shrine of Memory, which is okay because this is going to let us use Pidgeot EX's attacks, but it's the only Pokemon in the deck that actually evolves, so that will literally just be like a counter to some stadiums. Our supporters are the Pokemon Center Lady, where she will heal 60, remove all those special conditions from one of our Pokemon. Very nice. We've got the Pokemon Fan Club. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, reveal them and put them into your hand, shuffle afterwards. So that'll get us the Lugias, the Pidgeots, the Pikachus, the Thundurus, and the Togedemaru. It'll get us all them wonderful little mons. And then we've got the Shauna. This is our card draw for the deck. We get to shuffle our hand back into the deck and draw 5. You get to shuffle your hand back into your deck and then draw 5. So she's not the best supporter we could have. Like, obviously I'd prefer Sycamore N, but at least we have a draw supporter. Lastly, we do have the Bent Spoon. Prevent all effects of your opponent's attacks except damage done to the Pokemon this card is attached to. So if our opponent's trying to hit us with special conditions or anything like that, ain't gonna happen. Lastly, we are going to have 20 Lightning Energy. That is the deck. I hope that we can kind of come through here. Togedemaru. I'm not going to be able to spell this right. Togedemaru. I spelled it wrong somewhere. DW. DW. I don't care about coins or anything. We're just going to go with it. We're going to see if we can get ourselves a win on Pokemon TCGO with a new deck from the Deck Wizard. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Let's get right into this, shall we? Bam. And our first opponent of the day is against Hold the Door. Why am I holding the door open? Why am I doing it? I don't know, but he is our first opponent. We get to call this coin toss, so we're going to call Tails. Lord Arceus says, no, we are not going first, or we at least do not get to choose whether we want to go first or second. We are going to start with a Pikachu. Actually, I might start with a Thundurus. I apologize for the little bit of yawning. It's been a very long day. The time I'm recording this, I just finished a nice 9-hour shift, and then we went to the gym right after. A buddy of mine and I, we have just recently started going back to the gym. I got a little bit of fitness to get back into me. Our opponent is going to start with a Remoraid, so we're currently looking okay. I got some energy, and if I can pull a supporter, the VS Seeker might come in handy. Our opponent is going to start with a Trainer's Mail, looking at the top 4 cards potentially grabbing a trainer from there and being able to put it into their hand. But it's going to be a Professor's Letter, so they'll be going for those nice energies. Which is very crucial in any deck. Like, we got 3 of them here. We see the Kukui, which is just going to be for the card draw here. We're going to see a Level Ball, and my opponent is going to get what? A Psyduck. So we are seeing Golduck. If I'm correct, and all this goes together properly, we just ran Golduck yesterday. So you guys should know, have an idea of what Golduck does. And Golduck is a pretty nifty card. Does need to switch him in. But he should have float stones and all sorts of things like that. Escape ropes and all that kind of thing to get him out. So this should not be too big of a problem for my opponent. But I am a pretty big Thundurus. We are just going to drop a nice energy down. And that's it. We're done. We're going to pass the turn, pass it over, and say, here you go. We don't have anything else. We have no sporters. We have no items. Nothing. We played an energy, and that was it. My opponent had the Golduck in his hand, and he's dropping a water energy down onto the good old Remoraid to switch it out for the Golduck. And we are going to take a massive amount of damage. My opponent is going to drop the Bursting Balloon with the Professor's Letter, which will net him 2 water energy, which will be enough to hit me for 120, and the rest of that's just going to knock me out. Wow. Well, I'm not going to hit him. As much as I know I should, I can't hit him with the Bursting. So all I'm going to do is potentially set up my Mega Pikachu. And I legit meant that. Actually, I might just set up the Pidgeot. Because for 1 energy, if I get hit, I can take it out. But that is going to be it. We are probably going to get destroyed by a Golduck. We do see the Dive Ball, so my opponent is going to be able to grab the Octillery, which will help them not only evolve this Remoraid, but it'll help evolve their hand by getting them 5 cards every turn, getting it even more opportunity to get the water energy. Now, we've seen how fast Golduck can be. We also see we also know the weaknesses to it. Depending on what my opponent has been able to get. Again, I apologize for the yawns. It's very late where I am. I don't mean it at any point that, you know, we just don't want to do that. It's just rude. But we are going to see water energy hit the discard, and it's going to make my good old Thundurus go down. My opponent is going to be at a +2. And we have to go into Pidgeot. Now, my Pidgeot can take it out, so I will actually... Oh my. We've got 3 VS Seekers, no supporter, no nothing. We're just going to have to pass the turn. Pass this turn. We're still okay on energy. If I can draw anything else barring VS Seekers, because I think I've drawn, what, 2 VS Seekers since we started? Because I think this is turn... It's turn 3. So I must have drawn 3 VS Seekers, because it's all we have. Either that, or I drew another energy, which... Either way, we're in a bad position. My opponent has a very nice field going, does have the Staryu, which will help him get Starmie, which will help him get the energy back, and the Psyduck, that just means there's another attacker coming. We are in a very bad position. Very bad. If he attacks me, I can knock out his Golduck, and he's not in the position to attack me. Will attack me back, but that's not necessarily the case here. It also depends on what he has in his hand. We are going to see a Super Rod, and it is going to net him back 3 of those wonderful water energies. Now that does stop his Starmie from using it, but he's just going to go for a Kukui again here. And we're going to see 2 cards. He's going to be able to do 20 more damage and attach a Bursting Balloon to the Golduck. Which means my Pidgeot is not going to be able to do much. I will have to take this thing out. But it really comes down to what my opponent hits me with. If he hits me for the double jet, I can knock it out and potentially put him back. I'm going to take 40 from scratch. Not that this is going to matter, but we'll put down the bent spoon. Drop a nice electric energy and just pass this turn around. I don't know what to expect here. If my opponent does get that double jet off, it still will not knock me out. And I know 2 bursting balloons have been discarded now, so I only have 2 more to worry about. With that being said, it's going to take a lot to get going here. We are going to see an end finally from my opponent. But sadly, it might be too late for me. My opponent only drew 4. Can draw into a few more thanks to the artillery. Does have the Starmie, so now he'll have a consistent way of getting cards as long as he sacrifices one of the cards to Starmie. We are going to see Abyssal Hand go through, which will net him back up to 5. And the Starmie should be able to Space Beacon, get those 2 energies that he needs, and then we are going to get slammed here. We are going to get slam dunked. Should be dropping a water energy onto the Golduck in the back. We are going to see Space Beacon. But you only have 1 water energy in there. Only 1 water energy. We are going to see a dive ball. This is probably going to get the other Starmie in my... No, it's going to be a Golduck break. This is something I did not add in. It will give him a little bit of extra HP. It'll actually put me out of range of knocking him out with the double jet. And Hyper Trans, as often as you like during your turn, you may move as the basic energies from one Pokemon to another. So if he wanted to, he could easily move this water energy to somebody else if he was in fear of this thing going down. We do see the double jet. It's just going to be 1. And my Pidgeot is currently sitting at a lot of damage. But with that being said, we can actually switch out here and retreat. Go into my Pikachu. Go into my other Pidgeot here. We're going to grab a few other cards here because we can. Lugia is not a good option here. I'm actually going to go for the Togedemaru. I'll go for the Togedemarus. My opponent is probably wondering what kind of deck am I playing. But we are going to go for the Mega Thunderbolt. And this will discard all my energy, but it will take out the Golduck break, putting us in a pretty okay position. I do need to get rid of that other Golduck. We are going to see the Shauna on our side, which means I can shuffle my energy, but I don't really want to. We are going to see Golduck come back up like I was expecting. And my opponent does have that opportunity now to just Space Beacon, get a water energy down. He's got, what, 2 in here now? 2 in here. So he'll be able to Space Beacon, get both of them. He's actually just going to Super Rod, potentially getting the full Golduck line back, which is a smart play. Smart play, that way he knows he's got another attacker still in the deck, and it gives him back that good old deck count that he tends to run a lot of cards. So this gives him the opportunity to kind of come back. He is running the Poplio coin, so we know he's all about that Sun and Moon. He's ditching the Rough Seas. He's ditching... What was he? What did he ditch? I missed it. We are going to see the Water Energy hit on the Golduck. We're going to see another Starmie evolve. And we're going to see ourselves get a little bit massacred. Our opponent does drop a Psyduck in the back. So this is a bit problematic, because I will need to ditch 3 Lightning Energies in order to attack. Our opponent does grab the 2 Water Energies, and this is going to be 120 damage onto my Pikachu. One, two. There goes 120 damage down on a Pikachu. We're not standing much of a chance here, guys. I'm just letting you know this now. I'm going to drop an energy down on Togedemaru. we're going to pass. I'm going to have to go for at least one defense curl in order to knock out Golduck. Because I need 2 energies onto Togedemaru in order to knock it out. We do see a second Golduck onto the back. So this is going to be technically number 4. But with him returning one of the lines, he's only got what? He doesn't have any currently in the discard pile. So he's got all 4 lines still very healthy. But this should be the end of my Pikachu. He can just scratch and it'll knock me out. Water Energy attaches to the Golduck in the back. And we are going to see my Pikachu go down. Now we are going to bring in my Togedemaru, the mascot of today's episode. He's going to come in and do some work. We are going to... Oh, hold on. How much energy have I discarded? I got 5 in there. Well, we're going to put 5 of them right back in. And don't look at Sing. There we go. Thank you. Put them all back in. Now we got more cards in the deck. We are golden. We are absolutely golden. I do need to flip this coin. If I lose, I'm going to lose the game. Otherwise, it's... Oh. I could have just discharged, did 60, and then gone in the new one, but I didn't. It doesn't matter at this point. Golduck will easily take us down here. All he needs to do is Lysander in my Pidgeot, and he has me. Which is a bit of a problem. And Togedemaru cannot take a double jet. Cannot do it. We do see the 2 water energies return to his hand after the energy retrieval. My opponent is playing this perfectly. We are going to see the Lysander, and that will be the game. We do know he's got 2 water energies already in his hand from the energy retrieval, and that is going to knock out my Pidgeot EX, claiming game number 1. Which is alright. You know what? I love seeing Golduck win these games. Like, it's so insane seeing Golduck being so good. So good. But with that, we have to go into game number 2. We have to see if we can actually get... Well, we got 1 knockout. We weren't completely skunked. But let's see if Togedemaru can actually pull through with a little bit more victory, or if he's just going to skunk. Alright guys, game number 2, we're going up against Patherm, playing a Fire Psychic deck. This could be... Well, it could be any fire deck with Hoopa. So, I don't know what we're going to be playing. Maybe Houndoom? Could be. Could be very scary. I would love to go first. Gives me the opportunity to kind of set up. Could be Pyroar based on the sleeves. I don't know. It'll be a very interesting matchup, is all I can say. We are going to go with the Pikachu in the front because Pikachu is amazing. He is like the first-gen Togedemaru. You see what I did there? Huh? Did you? Did you see what I did there? Either way, we are going to see my opponent is... Oh, it's Typhlosion. What's with the Psychic, then? That's an interesting... I'm going to hold on to the Shrine. Because if my opponent does go for the Scorched Earth, I can try and get rid of that. With the Shrine of Memories. I got consistency between Pikachu, Pidgeot, and Thundurus. There's the Scorched Earth. Like I said, I did call it. We are going to see a Fire Energy hit our opponent's Cyndaquil. And unfortunately, because he'll be able to evolve, my good old Thundershock isn't going to do much. Even if I get the Paralysis. My opponent is going to tackle me. That's not cool. I feel like this might just be a very quick game. We are going to get rid of that Scorched Earth. We do not want you getting that. We are going to drop a Lightning Energy down, and we are going to try to go for that Paralysis. Not that I think it's going to matter. Even, well, you know what? The coin toss says we don't get it anyway. But I don't think it would have mattered. My opponent is probably going to go for the Rare Candy and then evolve into Typhlosion, just going for all-out straight damage. He's done a lot of damage already to Pikachu. But if I can manage to get one more shot onto this thing, there's the Quilava. So... It did evolve, but not into the form I was thinking. He cannot attack currently, which I'm alright with. He may not have the best hand placement. We're going to see an Ultra Ball, which is bad. This is going to get him Typhlosion for sure. We see a Talonflame Quilava hit the discard, and this should get him his Typhlosion. We are going to definitely knock out this thing before it evolves with the Mega Thunderbolt. I have to. There's no choice. Never mind. He is going to just fully evolve the Typhlosion in the back, and my opponent is just going to retreat. Dropping a fire energy down. Oh boy. 240 damage to Pikachu. Guys, we might be in a bit of a problem. This actually could be the best instance to have a Togedemaru. Alright. I don't want to play Lugia. I really don't. I do, but I don't. I am going for Defense Curl. And I land it! He can't hit me! Togedemaru, take it away, please. This is going to give me the opportunity to try and set up here. There's your Psychic Energy. It's the Mew EX. I can drop the energy down onto the Thundurus. I'm going to go for a Fan Club. And I'm just going to go for a whack ton of Togedemaru. Because, why? Because he's the mascot of today. That is the only reason why. I also don't want to draw them. We are going to go for another Defense Curl. I land it, so my opponent is unable to attack me, which is absolutely fantastic. I need to stall. I need some better cards than what I've currently got. Now, that Mew is not a great play, in my opinion, because it's an easy EX to take out, and it's actually gonna... It kind of throws off what Typhlosion's supposed to do, and he's a non-EX attacker that you have to knock out. You just throw a Super Rotting, get the Typhlosions back. I don't know, Mew EX is a cool attacker, because you can get it, like, turn 1, but at the same point, Well, let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think of the Mew in Typhlosion? And this is where I lose. Because I did not get any cards that I actually could play. Typhlosion can now just go for the Togedemaru, which I don't like. I can easily try and stall him with Headlock if I can get a Lightning Energy. But that's not saying much here. We just got 240 damage down. We're gonna go into Thundurus. I need an energy. Come on, energy. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. We are gonna go for Headlock. Can we land that paralysis? No, we do not! Yes, we do! Awesome! So Headlock goes through. We got a paralysis, which is exactly what we wanted. Turn over. We are going to get a Bent Spoon, which is really not necessary. I do kind of wish I got the other energy, but we didn't, so I'm going to go for a Headlock. We got Tails. We're paralyzing this guy again. We're getting in range of at least trying to knock out Typhlosion. Not going to happen for a little bit, though. So that is another turn. Do we get the energy? We do. Can I get rid of one Typhlosion? I take 50. It's the only play I really have. Let's do it. Take him out. It's the only play I really have. I take 50 of my own damage, which is unfortunate. We get a VS Seeker, which would net us a Fan Club. Not really anything I need. We're gonna see the Mew come up, which is weird. He kind of has to. Because if the Typhlosion goes down, Mew can't do much. We see a Teammates, which is absolutely ridiculous. Because my opponent was ready for that Typhlosion to go down. My opponents are at least decent decks. Like, they're fun. They're non-EX or GX focused. And we're getting taken down by some, fun-looking decks. And I'm alright with that. My opponent is going to be able to play another Cyndaquil onto the bench. My opponent has very little hand size, being another Mew and a Cyndaquil. He's going to go for the Energy Recycler, which is a good play. He has no hand left, though. But 5 energies are going to return to the deck, and that is scary damage. That is scary damage. My opponent is going to go for the Versailles, which is going to go with the good old Massive Eruption, and it's going to probably knock out my Thundurus. 160. That's all I had, guys. I'm sorry. It's all I had. My opponent is going for the win here. And there's not much I can do. My Togedemaru tried to come through. We have an electric energy, and we can definitely try to go for a defense scroll, because if I go for anything else, I will lose. Defense scroll does go through, so my opponent does have to waste another turn. Another card has to enter his hand. It could be the fire energy, and one of them is a fire energy. We are going to see another electric energy, so we will just go ahead and place that down here. And we're going to go for a defense curl. We lose. So we're going to get mopped and mollywopped. Now, I didn't go for discharges for the simple fact of those energies are gone. If I use them up, they're gone. So Togedemaru didn't get a chance to discharge. Did not get to spark. But with that, that is going to be today's episode of Deck Wizard. As always, we got crushed, annihilated, destroyed. But it was all in good fun. I actually had a great time with it today. But that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. And if you guys are brand new here, please hit that subscribe button, because I'm coming at you with Pokemon content on the regular. But until next time, time out.